Me anything. I'm your host, the King of Do. Had some crazy technical difficulties there. I super apologize, guys. It's even while I was the reason why I was late in the first place, and then of course my audio was out. Basically, I've got some issues with my program I use because I was switching profiles, and sometimes when I switch profiles, it forgets what devices to be connected to. So, in a panic, because I was running late, I got the video up and running, completely forgot the audio. So we've got audio now, and I'm waiting for you guys to stream on in now. We are live for sure, and it looks like, according to my software, you can hear me now. So that's exciting. It's been a really crazy day. I've been working on building a new PC. It's pretty pimped out. I'm kind of challenging myself to build a top-of-the-line, high-end gaming rig that is also capable of mining simultaneously, and then also setting it up to seamlessly go back to mining full-time when I'm not gaming or making these videos. So it's been quite the challenge. Just initially. I've done it all before, but when you have new motherboards you haven't worked with before, and I'm using a CPU cooler for the first time and things like that. Super exciting stuff, super nerdy stuff. Some of you would think it was nerdy, but I'm excited to start doing some gaming. I already have done SLI before, but not with top-of-the-line cards. Got some of those in and things like that. So I'll be nerding it out. So if you guys play Dota 2 or want to play Dota 2, you can. But I definitely have some testing to do in the next week, so we'll see how much I can actually game, because I still got to bring the news. I am using some 1070s, GTX 1070s, 8 gig for the rig. I've got a stack of them, and I'm really going to see how hard I can push it. The math that I did based on how many lanes the motherboard will allow me to do is supposed to only be 8, but there are some new updates coming out from MSI in particular to help with these boards with mining. It's actually something that was in the news today. There's a little news for you guys, for you miners out there. MSI is scrambling to upgrade their BIOS for any of the chipsets 170 or newer. So if you have a 170 or a 270 or something like that, you're going to get some delicious improvements. And really the improvements probably more with the seamless detecting and things like that, being able to handle more 1x lanes and things like that. So Lord and Savior, I don't know about that. Lord and Savior, King of Do. Oh man, that's funny. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Feel free. We're just gonna open it up to questions and things like that. Gonna hang out together for a little while before I go eat my tacos. And I just was kind of doing this because I haven't done it for a while. The channel is a lot bigger than when I did this last. I don't even think I had 1,000 people the last time I did this subscribed. I have not used a Gigabyte GTX 1060 Mini, but I'm sure you could mine with a Mini. It'd be very interesting. You should try that out and let us know how that goes. Why am I called the King of Dew? Mountain Dew in particular. They don't endorse the channel yet. So, for legality reasons, it is dew, as in the dew on your grass. But, yeah, I love Mountain Dew. Maybe it's a coincidence. I got the Harvard Yard in the house. There he is. So, yeah, basically, Mountain Dew has been a big part of my life. Growing up, just kind of liked Mountain Dew. And my brother actually and his friend one night were up really, really late and feeling kind of silly. Got the giggles while they were eating some ice cream and decided to pour Mountain Dew on the vanilla ice cream, thus creating a Mountain Dew float. Which, by the way, if you've never had one before, you haven't lived. You don't know what it's like to live. A lot of people get a little freaked out at first about it, but something happens. Something happens to the Mountain Dew when it mixes with the ice cream that's unlike anything else you've ever tasted. So if you're looking for a good dessert tonight, go get some ice cream and pour some Mountain Dew on it. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret, guys. This is a trade secret. I have literally considered opening up like a Saturday market cart or going to events and stuff just for fun, just to sell it because it's so delicious. But the secret is that you want to pour your Mountain Dew carefully on it. Let the foam come up to the top, almost like a beer in a way, right? And just let that foam just rise up over the top of the glass. And then you want to immediately stick it in the freezer. You are going to create something that you've never tasted before that is so amazing. The foam is going to freeze and turn into this crystallized deliciousness, and then you have the ice cream gets encased with frozen Mountain Dew around it, and it's just magically delicious. So make sure you guys try that. Anyhow, basically, my brother decided to host an event for the youth group and essentially made a Mountain Dew float night, which is eventually became so popular that instead of it just being a single normal night, it actually became an event, became a festival, Mountain Dew Float Fest, actually. We actually got the local bottlers to sponsor it and things like that. So we literally gave away unlimited Mountain Dew floats. It was a full day of concerts, music, multiple stages, things like that. It was an event, a true festival event with unlimited Mountain Dew floats all day long. It's good times. So that ran on for a few years, 4 or 5 years, and it was fantastic. So there you go. Now you guys know why I'm called the King of Dew. And I don't think it's because of that. I think it's because I just love Mountain Dew. I use King of Dew in some of my gaming and things like that. Played Dota 2 for a few years now, and I've been gaming for a really long time. I never really had a specific name. I had multiple names when I was gaming, playing different games, but I really solidified the King of Dew probably about 6-7 years ago. And it's just what I'm called. I go to PAX. I'm going to go to PAX West again this year. If you're going to PAX West, let's meet up. Hit me up. I'll be there. And just everyone just calls me, what's up, King, or King of Dew and things like that. So it's just kind of stuck. And I debated for a long time if I needed to rebrand my name for this channel or, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to be who I am and not try to, do anything crazy. And if I ever need to change it, I will, but I don't think I will. I think that if Mountain Dew was wise, they'd sponsor me because I'm their biggest fan and they don't even know it. They definitely don't know it. So, anyhow, what else we got? We got some good questions. Yesterday, I mentioned that you heard about or read something about EOS. Anything interesting? Has it changed your mind about the coin? Yeah, well, I'm not going to change my mind on its current valuation. There are definitely great $1 million ideas around the world, right? But to be a $1 billion idea, it takes something extremely special. Could it get there someday? Yeah. The gamble is quite a big one. And I only say that because right now it's like you're already paying for the potential. Like when I look at EOS, I'm like, yeah, it could be $1 billion for sure. Maybe 2, 3, 10. Well, I mean, based on its current valuation, that's not much return. It's like it's already so overpriced. It's just not as tempting. It's not as juicy. I'm a huge fan of it. I want it to work out. I'm not against any of these things, but EOS in particular, when it's strictly valuation, as a project as a whole, got a lot of faith in it, actually, more than most. But we'll just have to see. You know, a lot of things are overpriced right now in general, and we're seeing some corrections and some pullbacks. Um, and it won't be long before we all start ramping up and rallying again. I suspect that after August, there will be many good things happening. But for now, a lot of people still hesitant, still not sure about August 1st. I just know so much money is pent up right now because of it. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. So, Syscoin. I love Syscoin. I've talked about Syscoin a lot. Recommend a lot of people take a look at it before consensus. And a lot of people bought it, made a pretty penny. It's definitely had a major pullback now. In fact, it's pulled back so much. I'm like, well, how much could it pull back? Because I would like to add that to my portfolio. I sold at the top on that one in particular, so I feel good about that. But now I'm like, man, that one's tempting. So I just need to do some analysis on it. Right now, I'm just playing extreme conservatism. You guys have seen the market pull back, so I'm being very conservative right now and looking for extreme deals and things that are extremely undervalued. And Syscoin has some pretty good proof of work that exists out there. So it's one on my radar for sure that I look at. I flip through a lot of them on a pretty regular basis. Try to check it out. Let's see. 40 years of drinking soft drinks destroyed my liver. Yeah, I need to stop drinking it. I actually don't drink it like as much as people think. Mountain Dew in particular. I can't even remember the last time I had one. You know, I actually have been enjoying the new Mountain Dews. The spiked Mountain Dew. It's non-alcoholic. It's just because it has cactus juice in it. I love cactus juice. A lot less calories. A lot less. So yeah, no, I definitely have been trying to cut back on soda in general, but it's a special treat for sure. For sure. But yeah. Navcoin. You know, Navcoin isn't one that I've actually spent any time researching or taking a look at, but it keeps popping up, which usually means it's time to take a look. So, sorry I can't comment on that one, but I'll take a look this week at Navcoin. Please talk about Pivx. I freaking love it. I'm staking it right now, I think. Am I staking? Yeah. Dude, I love that stuff. Yeah, it's always running. You know, I have some regrets not buying enough for a master node when it was cheaper. I'm really hoping for a significant pullback so I can get one, but I think the secret is kind of out. I don't think anyone's going to be able to pick it up under $1 ever again. I think the only time it may have a massive pullback is when maybe one of these competitors, a large competitor, comes out and says, hey, I did it. We're good to go. We have zero knowledge proof technology. So that might be the opportunity, but I really like it. I noticed when we had the big pullback, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Pivx actually held strong and actually went up during that time. Now, a big piece of it was that they had just announced that they were successfully tested the zero knowledge proof. But I don't know. It seems like it could be a place to potentially put some money. Could be a future safe haven. I've noticed many times, actually, not just once or twice, and it's not 100% of the time. But I've noticed many times that when there's a significant day of red, one of these, it's always like a Zcash or a Pivx, something, or a Monero, something that has privacy protection. For some reason, they always go up. And I'm not sure what the connection is there. I've theorized that, well, maybe it's, when people are pulling money out of the market, they want to hide their transactions first, so they're buying it up and moving money around so it can't be traced. And I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I've just noticed that a few times. I would say it's about 75-80% of the time that when there's a full day of red, you'll notice that one of those is actually in the green. It's really, really interesting. But yeah, I love Pivx. I think that out of all of the communities that I've investigated, it is one of the strongest, most passionate, and one of the hardest working, as in they're actually pumping out proof of work. Like, they are literally giving us proven code, I guess. I don't know. They're getting it done, I guess. So they're actually sticking to the roadmap. And honestly, I like the vibe. I really don't like the vibe of Dash. No offense to anyone that loves Dash or anything, but they're trying so hard to commercialize it and scale it for, the world, that it feels like Dash has lost a little bit of its soul in its community. And I'm sure somebody might get upset that I say that, but that's just like how it looks from the outside. Just seems like everything is so guarded and hard to peer into when it comes to Dash, whereas Pivx is just so open and transparent. You feel like you could join their club. You feel like you could walk in there and be their friend. So, Wager. I love the concept of Wager. I am been eyeing it in particular. I have actually spoken to a programmer to potentially set up an Oracle to actually automate the delivery of the results of games and things like that. So I'm taking that one extremely seriously, though, compared to just it's one of those things that it's a long-term commitment. It's not like just something you flip on the market or something like that, or you buy low, sell high, or it's like you're in it. It's either you flushed that money away or it worked out really well. So I really like the concept of Wager. I really like how quick they are to always respond to me when I talk to them. On their Slack in particular, the guys over there are fantastic. And honestly, I'm super, super excited about it. Ubiq. I do follow a little bit of Ubiq just because mostly it keeps, about a month ago, it was very, very lucrative to mine in particular. I have a close friend of mine who's basically obsessed with it. He has a rig or two mining it all the time because he really believes in it for the long run. Ubiq, I guess I'll be all in when they really release some more significant, improvements, I guess. There's good content and there's a lot to read right now, but just haven't really seen too much new stuff coming out. I don't follow it really closely, so maybe something's coming out recently, but I haven't seen anything hit the news, and my friend hasn't mentioned anything. So, Norm loaded the truck of 1337 coin. It's funny. That is super high risk with a unbelievable potential of reward. Those people over there are just so nice and so genuine that I'm rooting for them, and I don't want to pump their coin or anything. That's for sure, because that's not the right thing to do. They also asked me not to. They want their coin to be valued at true market value, not pump and dump. Because really, guys, a lot of pump and dumps actually are bad. Like, it can give people a negative connotation and a negative energy around some of these coins. So pump and dumps are never a good thing when they're done on purpose. And they don't want that, which I think is really cool. They specifically asked me not to ever try to pump and dump it, and I don't pump and dump in the first place, but they just wanted me to make sure I'm transparent and real about it. So those guys are really nice, and I hope you go join their Slack and talk with them. If you ever wanted to talk to a dev directly, someone working on one of these projects, go there, and you're gonna get a lot of people talking to you in a hurry. The actual devs. So you're having trouble staking PIVX in a MacBook. You might want to head over to the PIVX Reddit or the PIVX Slack. Those people are just so nice. They'll probably help you out. I don't use MacBook or anything Apple related, and so can't help you. I'm sorry, I can't help you. My prediction on August 1st, man, it's sneaking up on us so fast. It's really disturbing, actually. I am. I think you see the markets right now already pulling back. Things are very quiet. I think that a lot of people are waiting. Here's my dream, or my fantasy rather, is that it does pull back significantly. That things don't go quite right. Nothing major, but just enough to scare some people. I'd love to see the market have one really strong pullback. I'd love to see Bitcoin come back down to like 1,700, 1,300. Because I feel like then it's going to be primed and truly ready to make a significant move upward. I've seen a lot of technical analysis based on the recent pullbacks that say, the next wave could be as high as 3,800, 4,100, and that's all technical analysis stuff. And but my personal dream is that we just have a really strong, healthy pullback, shake out a lot of the weak hands. We have so many new people that are just in here to make a quick buck and not in it for the long haul. And I think that that's going to be good. I think it would be good to have a healthy pullback. That'd be my dream, because I feel like at the end of summer, I have a sneaky suspicion that come about October time, things are going to go to the moon. I think that my feeling of that, my spider senses of that, are only because I do this news stuff. I get a really good vibe for the cadence of different coins, different projects, how people are coming along as far as their roadmaps go. Even Ethereum, for example, Casper's been delayed a few times and things like that, and because they're trying to do it the right way, and based on how things are rolling out there, Casper will be out before October, should be rolled out, and I feel like we should be seeing some exciting Metropolis news about October, so that's going to help Ethereum, and that's just one example of what I mean when I can kind of feel about the timing of these things. And I also listen in on to a lot of these coins, Ethereum being one. They have live streamed meetings, essentially, and you can listen in and really get a very clear sense of the vibe of the decision making. They talk about their timelines for individual projects. What else is happening between now and the end of the year? I expect Dash to make another big run before the end of the year. I also suspect by the end of the year, there's too many governments right now looking into this stuff. I expect a very large announcement from someone like Russia, um, North Korea, not, well, either of the Koreas, North or South Korea. Um, it's kind of a joke. I don't know if anyone's paying attention. So anyhow, kind of ranting there, but I just have the feeling that sometime come late fall, um, when people's lives are back to normal, things like that in the northern hemisphere, and they're not all on vacation and stuff, I think things will go to the moon. I don't know. Lisk. I love Lisk. Can't believe how much it's pulled back, which has been great for adding some more Lisk to my portfolio. I sold a chunk of it at the top, and now I have that and then some, which is great. So I'm ready for the next ride on Lisk. I think Lisk has a top 10 potential, but only potential. I think it's reasonable to believe it could be top 20 this time next year. But hell, it could be worth nothing this time next year. So what do I know? That's just something. It's just one of the ones I really like. I haven't checked out Batboy. I don't know what Batboy is. BitBay, I'm not a real big fan of. I think that I still think there's just there's a long, long ways to go with the concept behind BitBay. Not a big fan. I think it's valued about right. So that's pretty much it on BitBay. Patienatory. So Patienatory I'm torn on. I covered it actually. I just don't know where it's headed, and it's a little confusing what they're trying to do. I looked into it pretty deeply. I don't know. They're spouting some pretty big partners that are like really, really big. I guess we just have to kind of wait and see. Patienatory, the concept is huge. My wife works in healthcare, and I understand what they're trying to solve. But I'm just not the biggest fan. After I read through the white paper, tried to look at exactly what they're trying to solve and things like that, and I think it's just going to be a little too difficult. I don't think the world's ready yet. And it's nice that someone's working on it. But I get the feeling that they are probably going to be the first, but I don't think that they're going to be the winners. There's just too far to go with blockchain technology as a whole for it to really gain traction and really disrupt. Because it's truly disruptive. But the concept will completely disrupt the healthcare industry. But I just don't think that their particular plan and the way that they're going about it will disrupt anything. And that's just an opinion. I don't want to bash them or anything because I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for those guys. What would I do with my Bitcoin come August 1st? I don't know. I'm not going to make a decision on August 1st, though. I already talked about I'm being a little conservative right now, and which has been the right decision. You can see the markets, and I think a lot of people are taking that approach. Guys, you got to understand that, like, if anyone who put money, if you just threw money at anything 3 months ago, you probably, I don't know, minimum doubled your money. Some of you 10x'd your money. Okay? So, just matters what you threw it at. So no one can really complain about the pullback. And, there's no reason for any of you not to shy away from being conservative. Obviously, I'm crazy bullish on all of this stuff. Blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, but I also know that, it's going to take some time. And if you actually research like Elliott wave theory and things like that, we're still in we're still primed and ready for another huge wave. So still bullish. So it's I know it's tough, guys. I know it's tough to log in and see that literally every coin you own is down 20%. But you know, we had so many days where it was up 20% in a row. It's time to pull back. But I th- um, I think there's still a lot of time to make some good decisions. Some good investment opportunities already are out there, and um, I don't know. Like I said in a few videos ago, right now is the time to do your homework, guys. Now's the time to really go to work, because when the next wave of people come in, what is it they're gonna see? What is it they're gonna want to put their money into? Where's the money gonna flow first? Um, what's truly gonna 10x, 100x in the next wave? So that's really what I've been focusing on. Really asking myself, what do I want to own for the long run, and things like that. So, Ant shares, the ETH of China. I like Ant shares. Make sure you put them in your wallet. Get those coins. Just reading through all the comments here, guys. Lots of comments. What happened to BitShares? BitShares in particular, Norm. It was crazy overvalued. I remember I bought a bunch because I was like, oh, this is good. This is slightly undervalued. And then it got pumped to the frickin' moon, and I was like, whoa, this stuff isn't that cool. The concept's cool, but like go like, try to use the platform and stuff, and you're like, I don't know. It's got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. All right. So the questions are kind of slowing down here, and I've got dinner to eat, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's been about 35 minutes, but 10x thoughts on 10x. 10x in particular, I think I love the concept. I actually would have some if I was allowed to participate in the ICO. So I have my government to blame on that one. So that's straight to the point. I want to own it. Huge fan of both the team and the concept. Huge fan. Gosh, super upset. Couldn't get in on that one. So huge fan of 10x. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by. This is it for today. I'm working really hard this weekend on getting some new equipment set up. My office is a disaster. If you guys could see the floor behind me, and off to my left, I have an old computer ripped open with GPUs laying all over it because I've got a new rack. I do open air, so I got a new rack. Got all kinds of crazy junk on it, trying to get it ready. My desk is a disaster still. I got my multi-monitor set up and everything, but I've got more monitors I need to get set up in here. And, man, it's just taking a little bit longer than I thought. And, I have some things on my channel roadmap. I actually have my own roadmap. A lot of it inspired by you guys. And there's a lot of things I'm looking at potentially doing with this channel to kind of expand it and bring more value to you guys in the news and things like that. So I appreciate the stuff that you share with me, and you guys are awesome. You guys mean the world to me, more than you know. Each of you are very special, and I care a lot about the channel, probably too much. Because, again, sometimes I feel like I'm obligated. I gotta get the news out, even on days when there's like... Some days, guys, it's hard. There's not really news. And I have to dig it. And so, but I got a good process down for doing the news, getting my videos done. Um, and so far it's been slightly rewarding fiscally, not a whole lot, but super rewarding in getting into the community, which is really the reason why I did it. I can't believe the size of the channel. It just blows my mind how many people are subscribing. And at the end of the day, I only did this to, like, you know, maybe connect with some people who could actually talk about this stuff with me, help me find opportunities, not just investment opportunities, but like, is there some decentralized organization that I can be a part of? Can I join? How do I bring my skills to this world? Because it's, I'm not a programmer. I'm pretty technical savvy. I dabbled in programming, things like that. Um, but at the end of the day, I'm a digital marketer, and I'm really good at, you know, consulting brands on their digital strategies and their omni-channel strategies and all those fun buzzwords. That's what I do during the week for a good chunk of brands, well-known brands too. Many of you would know. And but you know, some of these cryptocurrencies and blockchain companies, they need some branding help and things like that, and I'd love to work with them on those things, especially in a decentralized manner. I think that's super fascinating, the idea that I could do that in a decentralized manner. So anyhow, so yeah, I appreciate you guys. Super appreciate each one of you that showed up. You guys are awesome for showing up. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope to see you guys again soon. I'm kind of just playing it by ear. If you guys enjoy this kind of thing, we can do more of it. Maybe we could do it every week at a certain time or something. But I also know that some people aren't into this. Some people just are like, dude, just bring me the news. And so I get it. So I'm trying to balance that. I'm really trying to balance it. It's really hard to balance. I have so much demand as well to do mining videos and stuff. I'm just like, well, which one do I do? I only have so much time. The dream would be that this is all monetized to the point where, I can just do it full time. But long ways to go on that. But the key to success is consistency. So I'm going to keep being consistent. And I'm having crazy success channels blowing up. I don't know if you guys have followed me on Steemit yet. I'm at 375, about to hit 400. And so make sure you go and follow me on Steemit. If you haven't checked out Steemit, it's amazing. I'm going to do a video probably pretty soon, show you guys how to kind of like mine on Steemit. I've found some pretty cool ways of taking advantage of the platform, and I'll be sharing that in the coming days. So make sure you go ahead and hop on over there and sign up so that you can get some free Steem as well. Because look, you don't have to love the platform. I love it because the people that are there, okay? And I know some people are like, screw Steemit and all this, whatever. But hey, if you're looking for ways to get money into the markets, some cryptocurrency into the markets and things like that, you might as well head on over there. And if you like this channel, there's a lot of people out there that are doing similar things like this, and they deserve to be rewarded as well. So, Steemit's a great platform for that. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go eat because my food is getting cold. So yeah, trying to read these last few comments here. Mark Joseph. Trying to read that. A lot of acronyms there. An IMBA and MSW. And also looking at marketing blockchain startups. Oh, that's really cool. Doing some interviews. Make sure you post in the comments of the video or something to where people can read about what you're up to and stuff. If there's any online content or if you have any stuff like that, that'd be fantastic. Dota 2 question. It's going to be OG this year. They're going to finish what they started. I get the vibe. I just get the vibe from the OG guys. Obviously, they killed it this year, and they did last year. But this year is different for the OG guys. I'm not sure what it is. But I think that VP is definitely a dark horse, though. I don't know. They're not that dark. I like NP too. I don't know. That's my Dota 2 international prediction. OG will win it all. Bring it back home, OG. So, not huge OG fans. I just get the feeling that they're gonna win it. So, I'm fans of particular players on that team, though, for sure. And I want some of the individuals, just a couple of them on that team, to finally get what I think they truly deserve. I am disappointed that we won't see Dindy at all this year. I hope they pay Dindy to come out and do something. You know, maybe he walks around and does interviews and stuff. That would be great, because it's not going to be the same this year. But hey, man, if you're going to be there, make sure you hit me up. Let me know. Also, if you're at PAX West, let me know, and I'll be doing some live streaming from there this year. So, all right, Mark, go ahead and just leave it in the comment of the section after the video, and I can approve all the links and everything. Love to check that out. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a good night, and until next time, I'm the King of Do. May the Force be with you.